Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Hyperfixation, the podcast, your weekly deep dive into the niche and the eccentric. And today, it very much is the niche and the eccentric. Today, we're going to play a little bit of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, an absolute banger from the early 2000s, a PlayStation 1 hit. I'm not sure if it was available on other consoles at the time, but that's what I played it on, and I loved Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. It essentially is a platformer, a bit of a Zelda clone. Telling the story of a small crocodile who floats in on a wicker basket and is adopted by some weird little creatures called Gobbos, and or maybe the enemies are Gobbos. I can't remember. Anyway, well, I'm sure we'll find out. And his adopted family get abducted, and he must go on a journey across the planet to save them. And they get abducted by this evil goblin monster, golem type creature. And it's a bit of fun. Oh, it's a little Banjo-Kazooie, I guess. It's a little Zelda. It's just a fun little fantasy adventure kids game. I loved these games as a kid. I played stuff like this. I played Rayman. I loved Rayman. We might even do a Rayman episode. And these sort of games. I didn't have Nintendos growing up. My first Nintendo was a DS. Later this year, we'll be getting the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake, and I'll be very excited to try that out. This is not the original version, of course, of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. This is I think they've called it the Platinum Edition. This is a remake they released earlier this year. I don't think it was shadow dropped. I think they announced it with like a month lead out. And I'm playing it on the Switch. I thought this was the Switch 2, sorry, the console of choice to play it on. You know, it's a perfect game to sort of take with you. And they've remastered it, so it's playing in a wonderful high resolution and frame rate. Oh, but they do have the retro graphics available. Oh, that's interesting. So you can customize. So I'm just going through the options. You can customize how it looks. So there's the full remastered graphics you can choose from, but you can choose to have either retro models or textures, which is quite nice. Maybe they were, and you could also have a CRT overlay or a VGA overlay, which is quite fun. So they've put in a bit of effort into the emulation. And enhanced lighting. I'm going to be playing in the remastered version. If I replay it, I might do some retro. Turn the music down a little bit and the ambient volume up. There's no dialogue from memory. And controls. So they have... One of the reasons I wanted to get this particular one is because they have indeed... There's a Crocopedia. Oh, they've got some bonuses. So they've got some soundtracks, some remixes of the original score, which is banger. The Epic of Croc TV series. They've got a heap of extras for fans of the franchise, marketing and merchandise. They've got a photo book of Croc, a crochet. They've got instructions on how to make a crochet croc. That's really cool. I might get Bronte to see if she can make a crochet croc. That's sick. So they've got a lot of extras on here because it's a bit of an anniversary remaster from my understanding. So there was a TV show in development, was there? That's crazy. An animated TV show. Didn't know that. The Epic of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, Series Bible First Draft, 1998. Okay, so maybe this is a older game than what I'm giving it credit for. It might be late 90s, not early ooze. But yeah, I just played this a lot as a kid and loved it. Oh, character designs. Oh, they were going to give Croc a t-shirt or a hat. They've just made him nude. One of the things I wanted to get why I was keen on the remaster is because they've added the original tank controls. And for those of you who don't know, that is essentially only sort of 4 axes of movement: forward, back, left, and right. and while moving, but you could turn. So it's quite clunky when playing as a character in a 360-degree environment. So I believe they have added 360. So I believe they have added 360 degrees of movement. We're just going to play some Croc Legend of the Gobbos. And we're going to dive in. So this is level 1-1, and so the adventure begins. And here we go, and we're in. No load times to speak of. And, gee, it looks smooth. Croc moves smooth. Oh, and he's got a great little tail kick. That's sick. I won't lie to you. Like, I remember the opening cutscene quite vividly as a kid. I'm sure things will come to me. So he's got this ground pound attack, and I've been collecting gems out the wazoo. I don't know what any of it means. Okay, I've collected a gobbo. Oh, yes, the well. So I've ground pounded on the well and found a secret area. I remember this gaff. I'll be keen to play with retro graphics. It looks great because they've kept the sort of original stylings of the original. This is what a remaster should be. It should be a game that is really fun with options to play in original graphics. Also widescreen. I imagine it would have been a sort of a split screen option. Like, I'm really glad. So PlayStation have been uploading a lot of classic games onto their like subscriber Game Pass equivalents. Okay, so I need to collect gobbos. So I've got 2 gobbos so far. I'll keep you posted on how many gobbos I've collected. And I've fallen in some lava and lost some gems. That's all right, folks. I remember Croc being a bit of an asshole from memory. Like, I don't know. I can't quite remember what his character is. I know there were sequels to the game. There's a Buzzy Bee as well. I'm not sure if the Buzzy Bee is my friend or an enemy. Oh, I've vanquished the Buzzy Bee. Sorry, mate. Oh, and I'm going through a door. Yeah, it's a bit Spyro. It's a bit Crash Bandicoot. Oh, okay, so the problem is I keep going to double jump, and double jump is in fact a ground pound attack. Oh, he's got this cool, like, he's got this cool 180-degree flip that he does to turn completely around. If he's standing still, it's like a little hop. But if you're running, he does like this kick flip. That's sick. So vivid memories. I must have played this when I was quite little. And some good noises and a good soundtrack. So it sounds like they've remastered the soundtrack as well. And I wonder if... Oh, you can just turn a retro... So on the fly, you can go in the menu and just change to retro graphics. That's really cool. So for those of you playing along at home, this is what it... Not even vaguely what it looks like. It's, I guess, the original resolutions of the characters. Oh, and okay, so they've done the Halo anniversary thing where at the push of a button, you can change from retro to remastered graphics. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of crates here with question marks on them. That's very Crash. Oh, there's a gong with an owl on it. We'll whack that. Oh, that is the end of the level. I sort of wish I knew that. All right, I'm going back because I want to do a bit more 100%y stuff, but I'll switch over to the retro graphics this time. It's great. It's really cute what they've done here. Oh, yes. Okay, the gem picking up effects I remember much more clearly. They sort of change color when you collect them to make it sort of look like it's glowing, I guess. All right. I've got you. I've got this gobbo. Okay, that's my main mistake. If you hold the button... I like this underground bop. It's jazzy. Oh, yes, I remember this theme. It's funny what sticks in your brain as a kid. So, yeah, I want to do some more retro games. I had a lot of ideas when I first sort of started the podcast. I mean, games like this, I mean, the main one that came to mind that I played so much as a kid was the Harry Potter PlayStation 1 games. And later in life, and then there was the Xbox Prisoner of Azkaban game, and then the Harry Potter Goblet of Fire game, which was absolute poo and sort of dissuade me from the rest of the franchise. Oh, before we found out what J.K. Rowling was up to with her money. Okay, so it looks like I have to collect different colors of gems. They're all sort of stacking up at the top of my screen here. So not sure what gems have to do in terms of the currency of this world. I'm sure we will find out. Okay, so remember not to hit the gong this time. If you get hit, you lose gems. And I wonder how that affects your scoring at the end. So there's this snake dude. Okay, that was a bit BS because I whacked him. Okay, how are you supposed to get this guy? Okay, some of this is not... I'm not trying to appear to... Okay, you just ground pound sort of slightly near. Okay, so I'm about to jump over to grab a gobbo. Grabbed him. All right. I found another well. So this must be where the other colored gem is stored. All of this is vaguely coming back to me. Oh, gee, I'm losing so many gems. I must be crap, is what I've discovered. I'm pretty sure he can grab ledges. Yes, he can. Oh, Gobbo, oh no, Croc, you're the goat. Okay, so I've collected all 5 colored gems and I've rescued, it must be 5 Gobbos. So I wonder if that's every level. I guess we'll find out. But there is this magic casino sort of looking door in the side of this mountain, and I've used all 5 colored gems to unlock it. Okay, we're on a cliff top with some mounds of jelly, some balloons. There's a key. So I presume the jelly is to bounce. Indeed it is. Can you move the jelly? Well, Croc is holding on to the jelly mounds. That's not rude, I promise. And I presume you can use this to fly across. Yes, you can. Yippee! I unlocked an achievement. I didn't even know the Switch had achievements. I found a heart, which must be an extra life, and a gong. Yes! Okay, so there is a thing to complete this level. No Gobbo left behind. Achievement unlocked. Wonder if the achievements get you anything. So, like every good platformer game, you have to complete the level in a specific time. So let's bum rush it. Quick, quick, Croc, quick. Just sprint from one side of the world to the other. Surely shouldn't matter how many, Oh, damn, I forgot about the double jump. No, poo, I've stuffed it up. Restart level. Let's go. Da 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 ba 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 da ba da da ba ba da da ba da da ba ba da da ba 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 da ba ba da da ba ba da ba ba da da ba 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 da ba da ba 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 gong. Yes. All right, we've completed the first level under time. So that's the first level 100%, I believe. We've collected 6 Gobbos. Okay, so we've got to find all the Gobbos. Underground, overground, world 1, 2, and we've got to find 6 Gobbos. Let's have a look around. So so like any good platformer of this era, the first world is just bog standard grassland. Oh, it's very pleasant. It's very, very pleasant. Oh, there's a wall that I can climb up. Oh, that's cool. And there's a couple of wells, so I'll go down well number 1. Oh, all right. I've gone into a pit. Oh, okay, great. I thought there was a padlock on a cage where I had to try and rescue one of these Gobbos, and it was a different color from my key. And I thought, oh no. I'm in poo territory now. I probably need a restart. I've sort of been locked out from where I originally was. Oh, so, okay. Here we go. I've just restarted the level because I need to access this overground section first by the look, because there's a couple of colored gems and I must have missed a Gobbo too. So the colored gems get you access to like a secret little area where there is the 6th Gobbo. Is the pattern I found so far. And so you need to find all colored gems to find all the Gobbos. Oh, it's very cheerful, this soundtrack. And it looks like enemies respawn quite quickly too. You get rid of them, and then as soon as you vaguely leave their area, they're on you. All right, this world should get me. Oh, it's a completely different. Oh my hat! It's enemies out the bloody wazoo, mate. Up. Take that. So yeah, I assume the Gobbos are your mates. Like the furry little creatures that took you in as a small crocodile baby in a wicker basket, much like Moses, which is where I wonder where they drew that particular bit of inspiration from, but it looks to me like Moses. Okay, and I've exited where this balloon is. Fabulous. Okay, now I'm back. All right, I should be able to finish the level now. Boo-ba-doo-boo-ba-doo-boo-boo. Boo-ba-doo-boo-ba-ba-doo. So jazzy. So yeah, I like a remaster. It is a cheap, obviously I could probably, I'm not even sure if I've still got, we definitely don't have our old PS1. We have our old PS2, and I wonder if our PS1 copy of Croc, Legend of the Gobbos, is playable on a PS2. I know there was a bit of, I'm having to restart the level because I screwed it up. I missed a key. I broke a box. That was the only way to get a key. Back to the beginning. This was on a massive special, and I only like to purchase a remake or play a remake if it's on for a very cheap price, or it obviously comes included in a subscription like Xbox Game Pass or something like that. I don't know. There's been a lot of media discourse about how both Sony and Microsoft are handling their consoles and their online subscriber platforms. Not a lot about how Nintendo is doing this, and I've not tried Nintendo Online. So if anyone has, let me know. Let me know how you like it, how you find it, what are the perks, what are the pros and the cons. So Croc is a funny little guy. I have this vivid memory of him being an absolute bell end, but he seems like a cool little dude. He's got a little backpack. He's helping out his friends. He's, only resorting to violence when he absolutely has to, and it looks like, his adopted homeland has been invaded. This is actually the Grogu story. We have another green protagonist with a little baggie trying to save his adopted parents. It actually is the plot, the Act 2 of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, but if you wanted to see it, you should have seen it in cinemas, yeah. Or watch the episode with Bronte and I. Gobbo. Is Gobbo something rude? I just had a thought. What if Gobbo, because I'm not sure where this game was developed, and not sure if like a translation issue has caused a problem. Yes, I unlocked the casino door. Yeah, jazz time. Jelly jazz time. Yes, there's a big stack of mystery boxes. Yes! Very satisfying. Well done, Croc. Hit that gong. 21 seconds, I reckon I can do it. Let's go. Poo! Ba 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 ba. All right, just a quick update for those playing along at home. I had some tech issues, and I definitely got the time trial trophy of that last level. So let's go to the new level, South Lava, I think it was called. A happy little chappy. Oh, there's a cool little platform with some arrows that you can move by pushing on the button. That's pretty cool. What does it look like? Yeah, sick. There's something about PS1 era waterfalls that I just love. There's this sort of glowy sort of effect. Like Tomb Raider has them. Oh, maybe I could play the Tomb Raider remake. Yeah, that could be fun. The remake of, well, the remaster, I guess you would call it, of the original. They're because they are officially remaking it. It's this huge, massive remake, and there's also another game that's like a sequel. Oh, it's like a chance game. I've got to follow the block with the Gobbo in it. Okay, I think he ended up on the right. Yes! Amazing. Great. Okay, I've got a Gobbo. That was fun. A little chance game. So yeah, Croc has a little backpack. And not much else. And a sense of adventure. I wonder, I can't remember if Croc had a little sidekick. I thought there'd be like a Na'vi equivalent from a Zelda Ocarina of Time. But no, I think it's just him. There's not even any tutorial, which is pretty cool. I got you, boo. Okay, there's a Gobbo locked in a cage, which isn't very nice. I've surely got to find a key. Yes, I found you, mate. Yeah, I would love to play some Rayman. Actually, I've got Rayman Revolution, which I think would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I want to play Rayman Revolution, I reckon. Okay, there's the key hidden behind a gong. I'm coming, Gobbo. And so it's a similar thing where the pirates in Rayman Revolution is like a remake of Rayman 2. I want Rayman 2 The Great Escape, and I want to do a bit more research into that, actually, because that would be a good podcast episode. And I love Rayman. I've always loved Rayman. But the whole Revolution is a weird thing. It's got like this hub world. Anyway, no, it's very different. I might do an episode on it. Okay, there are 3 holes covered in sheep. They all look like they have some sort of jelly mound in them. And there's a button. I'll press the button. Oh, it's whack-a-mole, but with sheep. Okay, I've got to time it right. So I'm bashing some buttons in order to select some sheep from their holes. Actually, having to concentrate a fair amount so I don't appear too crap. I'm out of time now. Poo. I'm out of time. Did I not do it well enough? I got 2 extra lives. I don't think I did it well enough because I'm missing a Gobbo, lads. Do I have to restart the level? Because I screwed up the sheep game. All right, I need to go back because I didn't rescue all the Gobbos. And we've got to save the Gobbos. Oh, and then there's a boss fight, Lair of the Feeble. So yeah, so this is shouting lava, lava, lava. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. Maybe a contemporary pop song or group. It's very cute. It's a very cutesy world. So I'm interested in what they're going to do for the boss fight. Like, okay, so I wonder if this is random or it's pre-scripted every time. Okay, I think it's following the same pattern. So I'm back at the chance game, and I was wondering whether it was going to be the same or different. I think it's exactly the same. Oh, you can do a little sidestep. A little dance move at the club. Does he just like a little sidestep from left to right? Sure. That must be something left over from the tank controls to help you line up a jump. I've missed again. Welcome to the next 20 hours of gameplay, Noah. Welcome to the next 20 hours. Oh, it's random every time, this game. That's my mistake. I thought it... That's sick that it's random every time. Like, back in those days, that must have been an absolute slog to program. Also, I'm going to reveal something, folks. You would be surprised about the amount of editing that does go into the podcast. I just want to give a bit of a shout out to my editing team. So often, this may surprise you, but I'll flub. I will say something in the wrong order or that just does not make any sense. Especially with some of these gameplay ones. Either I'll be concentrating on something else and, just generally screw up my words. Or I'll be just concentrating on something else. So, or just like I don't have that natural, the part of my brain that activates all my learnt behavior of how to socialize with people isn't switched on, of course, because I'm by myself. And sort of that performing, not performative, but performing part of my brain that exists when I'm being a social human means that when that's not on, it's harder to talk. So you'd be surprised. So often what I'll do is I'll do a little line pickup. So if I say the wrong thing, it's obviously in these solo ones, I'm not bouncing off someone. So it's much easier to just say the exact same thing twice I've somehow missed a colored gem. Can I backtrack? Okay. I can backtrack. Get out of my way, you rat. Croc is having a day. If I have to restart this damned level again, if there's no colored gems in here, I'm gonna absolutely... There's no colored gems in... So where's the other colored gem? Oh, hang on a minute. That's right. Okay, so some of the normal gems are like these multicolored sort of dodecahedrons, I want to say. Okay, sorry. I'm back in the Chan's game again. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay. I think it's middle, but I could be wrong. Yes, okay, I was right. Great. Just need to pay attention. All right. So there are some gems that are normal, that are multicolored, and then there are solid colored gems, which are the ones you collect to open the casino doors. I'm not sure if they've got an official name. God help me, doesn't appear to be any text in this adventure. It's a textless adventure, something new for gaming at the time. But there are secret colored gems, so they pose as just your bog standard multicolored currency gems, which sort of exist as a bit of a health buffer, so you don't have to restart a section. So that was the one I missed. It was the one on the remote control platform. I'm just gonna do a little dance. Oh! I want to voice Croc in the live action movie. The inevitable animated live action movie. I know they're just going to get Chris Pratt for it. But, that would be a dream role for me. I'm not a Chris Pratt hater. But it's just like I've seen Chris Pratt enough in my life. There is a wealth of talent out there, even amongst, middle-aged white men. There's a plethora of talent. And I feel like I've seen all that Chris Pratt has to offer. A lot of times. Yes, I would like to voice Croc in the Legend of the Gobbos movie. All right, okay, so I finally got all the bloody gems back. Let me go back and rescue this Gobbo numpty, who got himself absolutely rinsed. So yeah, that's the other thing, is that I'm assuming those dudes, the little dudes, are Gobbos. However, I actually have no idea, because the enemies might be the Gobbos and it's actually their legend. Okay, I can walk on this, which is much quicker than jumping. So that was probably my folly last time, was that I was walking and not jumping. There's probably a cheat way to do it as well now that I'm doing this. Is the stupid sheep minigame, in case you couldn't tell from audio cues. So yes, there are 3 holes that sheep sort of intermittently pop out of. I've missed one. Poo. Oh no. Sorry, I'm really having to concentrate. Okay, I did enough to earn a Gobbo. We're fine. Great. Zing. Level complete. Lair of the Feeble. It was a cutscene. Oh no, it's a little like sort of duck chickeny creature. Oh, and this evil warrior with this sick mohawk is turning normal creatures of this land I'm in into enemies. However, the music is still very upbeat. Okay, I'm on I'm on this like hovering platform which moves in the direction I turn to. Very interesting. That's kind of cool. Oh, I keep forgetting about the damn absence of a double jump. Maybe it's Spyro. Maybe I'm just thinking of Spyro and that's why I'm making that error. I imagine because of the outrageous boss fight that awaits me in the Lair of the Feeble. Is the Feeble the creature that I must face? Oh, Croc. Having just seen the Odyssey, this really is Croc's Odyssey. Homer's Croc, Legend of the Gobbos. One of the greatest narrative journeys man has ever put to paper. Oh, Tooty the Feeble. I'm facing this. Tooty, no. Okay, so he runs after me and gets a bit tired, and he's got a big star on his belly, which I imagine is what I have to whack. Toot that, Tootie. Do I have a combat roll? Oh no, I just flipped into him. That was good. Good on you, Croc. Boom. Yes, I'm beating the first boss in this children's game, and I'm proud of myself. Tootie. Tootie, no. Get away from me, Tootie. Tootie! Oh. Oh. Feeble excused. Good, that's the achievement. Very nice. Oh. Oh, he's boinged back into his original form. Hello, Tootie. Bye, Tootie. There is a bird. Looks like a golden snitch with a beak. The Curvy Caverns. Believe me, I've visited some curvy caverns in my time. That will probably have to get cut. Not because it's particularly rude, but it's just, you know, it's just gross. So this is 1S1 is what they've called this. Is this perhaps a special level? Maybe because I've rescued all of the Gobbos thus far. Oh, the underground music, really. That's where this score slaps. Okay, I've seen no Gobbos in this level, so God knows where I am. Hell! All right, there's a cage with a button in it. Doesn't look like a Gobbo to me. Oh, Pingu! There's an orange Pingu who's shooting balls at me. Pingu, no. Maybe a podcast episode on Pingu. Guys, we're really doing some good brainstorming here. All right, I've got a key now, so I'm just going to backtrack and get this button. Pardon me. Excuse me, lads. I think you should get gems for killing enemies. I'm sorry. I'm just going to travel back to 1998. All right. Button pressed. And what has that achieved? Sweet all. Oh, Pingu, I don't have time for this. I'm Croc, legend of the Gobbos. Oh yeah, so let's workshop some character voices for Croc. So he sounds a bit, yeah, what's all, wow. You know, very generic 90s platforming hero voice. Can we maybe just trial a few things? You know, I've not done a lot of work just as a voice. I've done a bit of work, voice acting. Okay, I've ended the level prematurely by collecting a puzzle piece. So I need to go back to the curvy caverns because there's more to explore here. So you collect a puzzle piece to end this sort of level, apparently. That's just handy to know now. What I'm feeling is it'd be really funny to have him as very, very sort of posh and, hello, and the Gobbos be likewise posh. So his voice, he's grown up as an adopted child of these Gobbos. And so he's, yes, the Gobbos will talk very posh and fancy-like, and he's a crocodile, but, he's got a good head on his shoulders and, a big song in his heart. Yes, I'm Croc, legend of the Gobbos. Oh, and I've been hit by Pingu. Get out of my way, Pingu. Oh, maybe we could go for, do more of what, they get Chris Pratt to do, so... I'm just Croc. I'm here and I'm there and I'm just trying to find my friend, the Gobbos. Just do something very sort of generic and vaguely earnest. Oh, silly character voice. Hello, I'm Croc. Croc is my name. Croc is my nature. This is just Matt Berry, but more. Oh, I see what that button does. It just gives you a platform to visit this question mark box to get an extra life. That was the world's biggest waste of time. I'm sorry, everyone. Look, I'm a completionist. What can we say? Yes, we must find all the Gobbos. A little bit of a French thing, a little bit of a oui and a hoo-hoo. I'm a French crocodile. Hire me. This is actually a good excuse to update my my vocal show reel. Oh, Conan. Conan would be a good choice to voice Croc, I reckon. Or just the Gobbos, all voiced by Conan O'Brien. All right, I've still got the big gold key, so that's good. Even though I tripped and fell in some lava. Yeah, the best sort of remake is when they keep to the ideas of the original and just sort of just expand on it and keep it faithful, you know. I actually going to talk about the Dead Space trilogy in an upcoming podcast episode. Might be the most opposite style of game to Croc Legend of the Gobbos. Oh, there's collectibles in both, I suppose. And then I was like, you know what? Let's play the trilogy. Let's play Dead Space 1, 2, and 3 and get the full narrative journey. And it's a franchise that is not quite like Dead in the Water, but it's not thriving at the moment. Like, they did a fabulous remake of the first game, even though it was a game that came out less than... When did it come out? I think it was like 2007. And they released the remake in 2023, I want to say. So, what's that? 15 years, maybe? You know, an Xbox 360 generation title. Not the craziest thing they've ever done. And I imagine they did it as like a... Oh, that was terrifying. A cry of help as he fell down a well. All right, I think I have actually gotten everything from this level. There's actually not much to collect other than lives. Yeah, and I want to talk about the full story. I think it could be something fun to do, you know, and give my thoughts on it. Like there is, I'll start by saying there is room for a Dead Space 4, and I think the remake was more than likely much what we saw with Crash and Spyro now, actually, that these remakes and remasters of old titles are to sort of test the waters to see if a sequel can be remade, if they can sort of reignite, if either interest is reignited in the franchise or indeed if there's just enough, over time, people have grown in love with the franchise enough for then people to play it. You know, it's sort of a insidious yet clever business strategy, in my humble opinion. In better news, I've gotten a colored gem and a gobbo. But no, if anyone else has any retro games they like, I was thinking of doing some of the Pixar ones, like The Incredibles or, you know, something fun like that. Cars Made a National, that was a banger from my childhood. I know the God of War, they're remaking the original God of War trilogy, I think. So I'm very keen to do a bit of a God of War retrospective. So this is Cave Fear, and I think, okay, so the tumbling Dantini. So this has been a lot of fun. I think that's where we're going to stop today's episode. And I just want to thank everyone. Thank you for coming on this little journey of Back in Time of Croc Legend of the Gobbos. If anyone else has any retro games to talk about, I think I want to talk about the Resident Evil games as well. I want to play Requiem first, and then we might do a Resident Evil. I know a few people who like Resident Evil, so I'll see if I can get someone on for that. But in the meantime, have a fabulous week, everyone, and I will see you all soon. Have a good one. Bye. Gong. Yes.